Hoops. Now, you know, I love this time of year. It's crossover time. Yeah, we may stay a little later, work a few more hours, but I'm good with it. You got football and basketball. Talk about freshmen from, of course, Fort Smith being Isaiah Joe. This kid, he's getting it done right now. He was a sharpshooter the other night in the red-white game. 9 of 14 from 3. He had 31.
Well, it felt great. I mean, just being able to know that my teammates could feed me the ball and I was able to knock down the shots, I owe them all the credit. I try to get up at least 600 a day on the machine. I like to come up at night and put a lot of shots in. And then we have our trainers that like to work with us a lot, so that's always helpful.
He get up all them shots to shoot better than me, but...
Yeah, when's DG going to shoot from 3? But speaking of, what about Gafford?
Well, actually, he did, but we'll get to that in just a second. Daniel Gafford, he's back as a centerpiece of this team this year. He picked up 24 points for the red team, but the guys were also just having a little bit of fun in this game as well. Gafford won the dunk contest, big surprise there, and he even put up 3-point shots, but it didn't exactly go as planned.
I mean, I just shot it because I was somewhat tired. Hopefully I don't let Coach A hear this, but I just shot it because I was somewhat tired. But I was expecting it to go in. I mean, I felt like it was perfect on the release, but it was in that range. It was off right, but, you know, I can still shoot better than Isaiah.
We'll see about that. You know, he is putting up 600 shots for practice.
That's pretty good.
So that's a lot to live up to. But there are other people to talk about as well.
Yeah, obviously more guys on this team than Daniel Gafford and Isaiah Joe. 2 transfer guards look really good in that red-white game. Jalen Harris had a double-double with 16 points and 10 assists. And another 3-point shooter, Mason Jones, he got 22 in the game.
Jalen Harris is a guy we talked about, a pass guard first, and as he get to know these guys, I think you'll see him hopefully break down defenses and make nice passes that lead to maybe layups, and he's going to look for the big fella. I thought Mason played really in the first half. I thought he was on point. He played like he's been playing in practice. Second half he kind of disappeared. So, but we see some of the things he can bring to the table. From an offensive standpoint.
And there are a lot of other guys who did things in that game, but, we can't sit here and talk about them all day long, but there's just a lot of new faces.
Yeah.
And what Mike Anderson looks like he has finally is he always wanted a lot of guys, not just 7, 8 guys, but, I mean, if you got 12, 13 scholarships, he wants to play as many as he can. And with this team, you may see that.
Kind of like a hockey matchup, like, just run them in and out, see how he can do it as far as several lines going in and out, try to wear the opponents down. But he mentioned, guys that maybe we're not talking about as much.
Right.
One of the guys that's not a new face, Gabe Osaboyan. That guy was like the charge machine last year, doing a lot of scrappy things. He had 20 points the other night, but just a red-white game. Yeah,
exactly. And, I mean, Adriel Bailey is also back. There are other guys that are going to be key for this team, especially with so many fresh faces and so many young guys on this team. Obviously, Daniel Gafford is the centerpiece, and they're going to just kind of build everything around him. But you need people to be able to put up some points, and that's why guys like Isaiah Joe are going to be key for them as well.
What do you think about the point position, Mike, when you look at this? Because Jalen Harris seems like, as Mike Anderson mentioned, a very quick guy, pass first, What do you think about that?
You saw a little bit of that in the video. He's sneaking around. He's trying to get the ball inside. What was the biggest problem with Gafford last year? They weren't giving him the ball.
Right. Yeah.
And this is a guy that knows where the big guy is. And even after he gave him to him the first time and it didn't go, and they kicked it back out to a shooter who missed, then here he comes again and gives it to the next time, and Gafford gets the dunk. So point guard is important, but this team will play defense. That's what I want to see. I want to see if they play defense the way Mike Anderson always wants, because that's all he's complained about the whole time he's been here. We got to use defense to create offense, so we'll see if it really happens.
Yeah, it's his 8th year as head coach. We'll see if it really plays out defensively for Arkansas this season.